Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News, and I'm your host, Ellie. And my little guy is missing from the screen. Anyway, I think it's a giant rat. I just can't get that out of my mind. We have a giant rat story. Uh, I don't like mice. I don't like rats, and they scare me. I mean, I go get the sticky traps, the food, everything, and then I won't even touch them when they're dead. So. And hello to Susan, and welcome to the show, the Weather and Lifestyle News Show, and with Investigator News. And see, I'm stuck on that giant rat, Susan and Karen. I just don't know what to think about this giant rat thing. But we'll get to that. We got some weather coming through today. We've had a lot of nice rain here in Arkansas, and it's soaking in, and it's light rain, and they were talking tornadoes. And so I investigated it and come to find out, I think they're just trying to add something, you know. They're waiting on snow. What the Weather Channel is in between tornadoes, hurricanes, and snow, blizzards, uh, ice, sleet, people digging stuff out. I think that's what they're waiting on. So they're going to scare us a few more times with tornadoes. But we'll see. Maybe they'll have a tornado by tomorrow. Uh, and I love the Weather Channels. They let me use all their videos, except for those submitted by normal people, average people. They don't like me using theirs. So, but we've got great weather. We've got great stories, a lot of them today, not only here, but on the next show with the news. So a big news day all the way around for lifestyle and regular news. So I hope you enjoy all this. Um, so we're going to get off with, yeah, we got Miss Davis with the weather.
Rain is coming to the south, and not just beneficial rain, but also, unfortunately, some severe weather that we're going to have to watch out for today. Eastern Texas, western Louisiana, Houston, you are in the bullseye there, so watch out for some strong to severe storms to come through, and it's going to ramp up late morning, early afternoon. So I want you to watch this line here and see how these cells develop and as we go throughout the day. So by dinner time, these storms push to the east into Louisiana. So Lake Charles, by evening, you could be looking at some strong storms coming your way. And then this rain continues to push to the east. So we are going to have a couple of days of rain. We'll start out the weekend with unsettled weather across the south. Now, this is an area that is experiencing a drought, extreme to exceptional. So all this rain is beneficial. The rain will wind down by Sunday, and we'll have some drier air move in. There's a look at the rainfall that we're expecting. New Orleans, you could see 2 to 3 inches. Montgomery, Atlanta, you could also pick up 3 inches.
So as you can see, rain. I'm ready for it. Lots of rain. So send it this way. Uh, so let me, oh, boy, I got stuck there. All right. So, um, well, I guess I just have to let it explain itself. Ex- it's an explosion near Iwo Jima in the Pacific. And I watched the video earlier this morning, and wow, I was, they say there's wow moments. And then, when you get to catch a volcanic eruption, whether it's steam, ash, smoke, or lava, when they catch it, it's spectacular. So here we go. Huh. Wow. All right. I mean, it was just something to throw in there. Come on now. All right, we got earthquakes. Boy, the earthquakes are really something too. I was just wowed. I've still got the rat in my mind. Uh, Susan, do you like rats? Those watching, do you put it in the comments? I don't know. Well, I had pet rats. No, the pet rats weren't so bad until they started having babies. And then we had 50 of them. And it was like, no, 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 pet shop time. I don't care what I didn't want to hear what they were going to do with them. I know what they're going to do. They're going to feed them to the snakes. But I didn't want to know about that. But the pet rats aren't so bad, but they're I don't know. They pee and poop as they go. That was my big turn off. And once they started, they were fine. You'd hold them, and once they started peeing and pooping, nope, 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 back in the cage you go. Yeah, yeah, son, they're very cute. I ain't gonna tell you why he got them, but same thing the pet shop does with them. He had a snake. So where's Karen? Because I got something on the rat's head. Uh, Way down here in South Sandwich Islands with a 5.8. Remember, was waiting on the fives. Well, wow. There was only 33 of them, but we got some clusters, and we're moving into the fives. And even the West Coast had a chain of them, and they still haven't went over to the East Coast. That is the oddest thing. It hasn't been running its normal course. It's running the Ring of Fire. And what I'm noticing is that they are, we all know they go twos to threes to fours to fives, and then we get the six or sevens. And then it drops because it relieves the pressures of the volcanoes. Well, what we don't really hear about is a lot of the volcanoes. Sometimes a volcano will go, and then we'll get, I don't know if it's coincidence or if it's, I don't know. I looked it up today. I mean, I spent an hour looking to see if I was right, and I couldn't find anything on it. That when a volcano happens, a really big earthquake hits. So now, this last week, I'm kind of watching, and as I see a volcano, it's pretty good size. I check, and within a day or two, we've got a really big earthquake. So maybe there's something to it. That would be a no for the rats for Susan. Nope, nope. All right, and we just had one hit in Chalice, Ohio, with a 2.7, with it being about 6 miles deep. All right, so we started off down here, and now, we always get them in Tonga. We get them in Fiji region. There's threes and fours. And what I was looking at was a 5.0 in Halmahera, Indonesia, 5.0. And then it goes over. Now, what I'm finding out with Dutch sense, anything that hits in Indonesia seems to start, wait a minute, it disappeared. They took some of my earthquakes away. Well, that's not nice, because there was one up around, I'm going to say, Tajikistan, maybe China, Iran. Right around that area, it disappeared, and it was, I believe, a 4.9. All right, so we're just going to go to the other one, 4.7 in Wuhan, China. Then we had one in Myanmar, 4.6. Now, see, they went fives, and it went to fours as they got further away. Yongchang, China. Oh boy, that's a name, 4.3. And then there was nothing in Japan, all quiet. And then the next biggest one was a 5.0 in Attic, Alaska. That's along the Aleutian Islands. So Alaska got real quiet. Oops, where's the map? There. Now you guys see where I'm at. See this new one right there, right there. See where the little cursor is? Up in Idaho. So they may have felt that one. So Alaska got really quiet, but here's a big one. And of course, Hawaii's quiet at 2.5. And so then it goes the big one, and everything went silent. We don't see another good size one until Chile, a 4.7. So what happened? Now over here, now look over here. A 4.2 in Greece, Catastarium, Greece. Now that one was about 10 miles deep, so it's not really all that deep. Why did everything go small? Chile, 4.7. Then, okay, now those, we had those ladies yesterday from Puerto Rico. They got a 2.7. Um, we've seen Dominican Republic with a 3.6. Um, Virgin Islands, 3.6. So they got a lot of them over there. Let's see if I can get some of this stuff. Uh, okay, I got that one. Did I miss any? I guess I got them all. So the islands over there are just a rumbling and a shaking. Well, Karen, you're not really too late. You're not late for popcorn. I haven't used the popcorn yet, but all right. So now I want to look at this West Coast because this is odd. So Orford, Oregon, got a 2.7. Then real close to it, the Geysers, California, which is Clear Lake with the Clear Lake diamonds, volcanic diamonds. Then we have Romas, California at 2.5. Windsor Hills, California, or View Park, 2.6. Banning, California, 3.2. So there's a lot of them. And then it goes over to, of course, White City, New Mexico. And then it got quiet. Everything's quiet. So, you know, Dutchens was saying he's really starting to think a big one in Japan and maybe off the West Coast. So we'll have to see. Now, big one would be, if they got a 6.0, folks, it would be a shaker, if especially if it was only a few miles deep. We did a 7.0 in Eureka, and then at a 6.0, when we get the aftershocks, at a 6.0, and it was about 30, 40 miles from us, we were shaking hard. I was knocking, I had to take the glasses and stuff out of my cabinets because when it shakes, it throws everything to your front of your cabinets. When you open it, everything falls out. So, I mean, I didn't mind the canned goods, but when I've got glasses and wine glasses or, thinner glasses, they were breaking as they hit the counters. So I had to remove all the glasses and cups, a lot of the heavy canned goods. Um, and even my bowls were being shaken to the front of my cabinets below, worse than my cups. So, and that was at 6.0. It didn't really stop causing damage until right about a 4 point. I'm thinking 4.5 because I remember 4.5. My nerves started getting better about running outside because we lived in an apartment and we were on the bottom floor, and the whole pancake effect. And I just didn't want the guy above me to squish me. This gentleman had at least five, those workshop grade grinders and wood equipment that are really heavy. He had them all over his apartment, and so my fear was it was heavy, and all it took, and we were cracking at all of our door frames. So I was worried. So when we up until about a 4.5, I would yell outside, so we would all run outside and wait. And then we go back in when we knew everything was all safe. So, okay, we've had enough earthquakes. All right, so solar flares to impact the earth this week. And, I've been talking about them. And, I was waiting for the Weather Channel to put something out on it. because I've been reading articles and it was like, come on, do something really good on these solar flares this week. Because if we're going to lose our phones, our internet, cable, um, a lot of other things, they said it could even affect your appliances, is how strong this is. So let's get to this.
An out of this world storm is headed for Earth. A strong solar flare is expected to light up the sky with vibrant auroras as soon as Thursday. Scientists and space enthusiasts have been keeping an eye on a region of the sun facing Earth that is home to several sunspots. And when those sunspot regions release magnetic energy, you get these explosive bursts of radiation, solar flares, or solar storms. And right now, one is taking aim at our planet. However, experts are quick to reassure that these flares don't pose any great danger, but they can cause flashes of light or brief radio blackouts. And NOAA did issue an alert that brief noises or interference in radio waves, GPS, and satellite communications could affect sensitive users. But what we all look for after these solar flares are those gorgeous auroras. NASA said it's already tracked a radio blackout on the sunlit side of Earth from a solar flare earlier this week. So if you live in the northern US or Canada, look up. You may just catch one of nature's best shows.
So, yes. So, if you live in the northern states, you could see a beautiful show, but at the same time, we could lose our phones. We don't want that. All right. The Wolverines. Yeah, the Wolverines. Everybody loves the Wolverines. And the Federal Protection Act, they said that they're going to they place in, oh boy, new federal protections put in an act protecting the wolverines. Scientists fear the species survival at this point. Um, all right. I didn't think I would be able to get this video, but you don't always see wolverines. So here we go. You know, it's only a short clip, folks, but we don't, they are very private animals, and they don't really like to, come on, they don't like to be seen. And so, North American Wolverine will receive a long delayed federal protection under um, this proposal that was released yesterday in response to scientists warning that the climate change, I don't know if it's that, will be melt away the rare species. They are moving south, folks, what I found out from PETA. PETA did a really good job on them. And what they're saying is not necessarily climate change, but just the lack of the species reproducing. And they said it's due to drought conditions. Now, I don't know if that would be climate change, but they say the fires are the biggest problem with the wolverines getting food, as well as other animals, as we have had so many fires. And they said that it's caused them not to reproduce. So, to me, they just want to put them in the zoo more, and not leave them in the wild. And I'd rather see them in the wild. But if it's to save this animal, why not? You know, we got to make sure, you know, not to get religious, but Noah put two of every kind on the boat. And there was a reason for it, because these animals are supposed to be here. So, um, so the Wolverines, now it's time to protect them. Um, all right. Boy, I seen this and I went, why do they keep changing stuff we like? You know, about the time we start really liking a good product, you know, like the Lay's potato chips yesterday, they're going to take the salt down. Well, today it's macaroni and cheese. For the first time ever, there, um, They're doing a new version of the box favorite that contains dairy-free alternative. They're going to use plant-based cheese. Um, I didn't know we had a cheese plant. If we had a cheese plant, it would be in my yard. I mean, I'd have Swiss and cheddar and American. I don't buy the yellow American, folks. Buy the white American. The yellow is only got dyes in it, and the white tastes much better. So it's called Kraft, not mac and cheese, and it's soon to roll out on your shelf. Uh, they say the company makes plant-based foods too. So they have been working, their scientists and tasters, to find an alternative in response to those that can't have milk. So they don't get to enjoy macaroni and plant. Well, now they get to enjoy macaroni and plant. I still want to know where the cheese plant's at. Yeah. Now, I want the Swiss cheese one really bad. So, but there's a risk for Kraft. Customers who have tried the dairy-free alternatives don't like the taste. And curiosity is a major factor in trying the plant-based foods. Everybody does try it once. Not this kid. Not this kid. In order to keep them repeating their purchases, they want to come up with a dairy-free alternative. Good luck, macaroni and plant. Boy, leave our stuff alone, guys. Man, the next thing you know, beef jerky is going to be a plant. I love beef jerky. So do my dogs. So I'm waiting for the beef jerky plant to come out. I don't understand it. You know, they're mixing, what they do is they mix chemicals with this stuff, with the plants to get the taste. And then they put it out on the shelves. And then what do we got? Chemicals. Don't do it. You know, eat the real stuff, the real thing. Eat the real thing. Leave my chips alone. All right, a golden mole. Yeah, golden. Did I hope I didn't forget about the rat yet. Where did my rat go? All right, I haven't missed him yet. I wanted to make sure I don't miss him because it's bugged me. Giant rats, Karen. Just what we need, giant rats. All right. So still alive, the golden mole, not seen for 80 years, was presumed extinct. It's only really found in Africa. This is a big thing for them because more and more they're losing animals in Africa due to the drought conditions, fires, uh, locust, and they are losing very small animals. Researchers in South Africa say they have rediscovered a species of mole. It's got a golden coat and the ability to almost swim. They said this is the most strongest mole on Earth and it hasn't been seen for 80, maybe even 90 years. And they thought they were gone, but no, they're back. The golden mole. Wow. I get excited over this stuff. So give me a break, folks. Don't send me an email saying, no, we don't want to hear about bugs. Well, yeah, we do, because they're making us eat them. And they say these little things, these little critters. Yeah, but if they're, just like I said with Noah, he made a point of making sure two of every kind were on that boat. They found Noah's Ark, so we know it's a fact. It's a fact, Jack. So let's save our animals before the fires and this. I don't think it's as much climate change as we think it is. I think it's just Mother Nature's way of saying enough's enough. So, okay, Mermaid narrowly escapes drowning after her tail gets caught in an aquarium tank. Oh yeah. I thought they could breathe underwater. Well, yeah. A woman swimming in a mermaid costume had a narrowing escape from drowning after her tail became stuck at the bottom of a massive aquarium tank in a shopping mall, with a terrifying moment captured on video. The woman, a professional mermaid from South Africa, had seconds to react and quick thinking. Just rip the tail off. Dadgummit. Just rip the tail off. Who cares if the kids see your feet? They'll get over it. They probably won't come back to the mall. But why drown? I mean, what's more horrifying? Seeing that mermaids have legs? Well, we knew that because the little mermaid walked on land. Karen, 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 don't throw popcorn at me. You know, mermaids can walk on land. And so to me, it'd be more terrifying for my child to watch this mermaid drown, banging on the aquarium wall saying she can't breathe, than just to show her legs. You know, she could have made it like a sexy thing with, stripping away the tail and, uh, swimming to the surface. And uh, see, that would have been my thing. But no, 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 no. Um, Her tail got stuck. And of course, let's scare the kids. Yep, let's scare the kids. Okay, so you could see she did. She did strip away her tail and run to the surface. Um, but for a moment, she sat there with freak out on her face. Yeah, why? Why? Um, okay, so rare gigantic rat caught on camera for the first time. Um, this rare giant rat, at least twice the size of the common rat. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you the size of a common rat is about this long with the tail the equal size of their body. So if you count their tail, if you're freaky like I am, a rat would be, I got to get in front of the camera here, um, about that long, about almost 2 foot long. So this is twice the size. So you're talking a 2 foot rat, and then its body length would be about 4 foot long. And it's a tree dwelling rat. Reportedly can chew through coconuts with its teeth. And the University of Melbourne said in a press release, according to science, rodents can now grow. They say a foot to a foot and a half long, about the size of a newborn baby. But with these large bodies, they can grow up to 2 to 3 feet long. The body size. No, I don't think so. Maybe the natives down in these countries can have them for supper, but as long as they feed them nuts. But wow. So this discovery does not do it justice. Definitely does not do it justice. Um, but that is one that they said it measured at approximately close to 2 foot long. It's bigger than an average squirrel. There you go. So you think of the largest squirrel you've seen and add a couple inches to it, and then add the longer tail to it. Yikes. No, let's not. Yeah. Um, the air. Let's see what it's Virgin Atlantic airline completes the flight with 100% sustainable fuel. Um, Sustainable aviation fuel, the replacement of fossil derived fuels in aviation industry, they say. Um, it is, I believe, oh boy, let me just go ahead and show you the video. So you see, it's fat and sugar, and it flew across. It made the flight. Could this be the new fuel? Will if they use it on jets, are they going to use it on other motors or cars? It'd be better than what they have been using that's hazardous and catches on fire. Um, I'm going to try to, well, we don't need that on there, do we? I'm going to try to do an article or a story on these EV cars catching fire. I mean, it's 19,000, but that was over a year ago. It's now up to 23,000 cars just in the United States. Cars and bikes and anything with a EV that has caught fire, with the lithium. So, boy, we need to stop that. NORAD Santa Claus Tracker back. Santa Claus Tracker is back. Go to noradsanta.org. And sometimes there's games and pictures and fun for not only your kids, but your grandkids. They said which it began in 1955, and it's grown so much into 2023 that they're able to offer so much to the public and around the world. So it don't matter where you live in the world. Get in there and get noradsanta.org and go see what they have for the kiddos. We're off to the funny post. This one here, well, I was way down I must have re-scrolled. These are signs that are out, and I thought you guys might like some of the new ones that they're promoting. So here we go. Just because you're offended doesn't mean you're all right. Warning: surprises are not needed. A baby is never a surprise or a mistake. You had a beep without a beep. Yeah, I can't say those words. What did you expect? A plasma TV. Yeah. The year of thousands of men will die from stubbornness. Someone wrote below it, no, we won't. Yeah, that's right. Dogs welcome inside. Please tie your children to the post out front. You wouldn't believe how popular the sign is becoming. Unattended children will be given Red Bull and taught how to swear. And then they're going to tie them outside. Yeah. It's not self-checkout if I need help every time. Yep, that's right. Do anybody like those self-checkouts? I don't. Warning: Satan inside. Yes, Satan, okay? There is a chihuahua in this car. No, he doesn't want you to save him. He has a heating pad, water, his toys, and the demons which possesses him to keep him company. If you try to save him, He will bite you so hard your great-grandchildren will feel it. His evil will keep him warm. You have been warned. Yeah, I wonder if his name is Devil. All right, don't hold back. Next time you're afraid to share ideas, remember someone once said in a meeting, let's make a film with tornadoes full of sharks. There you go. The fire department, never do anything you wouldn't want to explain to the paramedics. That's a fact. Uh, whatever, any of these, wash your hands. I'm sick, and then bathroom supplies. Huh. One right next to each other. I'm injured. I have a uterus. I don't know oh yeah, never mind. Ohio Avenue neighbors, I'm sorry. I put a cute love note on what I thought was my wife's car last night. We figured out today that in my tired state, I had put the note on the wrong car. If this happened to be yours, I apologize for the confusion. I am not in love with you. Sincerely, sorry. Meanwhile, in Canada, free snowman, some assembly required. Not homeless, wife in Target 2+ hours. Please help. Someone go get her out. Forensic rules. Never lick spoons. Hot glass looks just like a cold glass. If you don't know what you're doing, at least do it neatly. Hiccups and pipets don't mix. Assume all unmarked beakers contain high toxic, fast-acting poison. You can detect an odorless gas by smell. What? Never mind. You don't know what a button does. Do not push it. Please don't talk to me. I have no self-control and will talk to you for 2 hours and will not get my thesis done. Warning, low-flying owls. Lost Chihuahua. Oh, poor thing. I hope it wasn't that devil one, because if it was devil from the recent thing I did, sign, the owl's gone. And the Chihuahua's licking his lips. Yeah. Tent poles are not for pole dancing. Please find alternative ways to disappoint your father. Yikes. RC mess coat, interrupted house. Marker on latex paint. Oh, that ain't coming off. All right. Too hot to keep changing sign. Sin bad, Jesus good, details inside. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. I laughed. I cried. Bathroom of the year. Amazing experience. Would poop here again. I laughed. I cried. Best 45 minutes of my life. Life changing. I'll be back. A++. I was on the edge of my seat. Monument. This is what was written on the walls, folks. Monumentary tense thrill ride. Took my breath away. Winner well-stocked award. Jaw-dropping. Endless and inventive. I could not believe what I was seeing. Nominated the bathroom of the year. Yeah, right. Free beer. Topless bartenders. And false advertising. Weather balloons. Weather balloon. Oh, yeah, these are all weather balloons, folks. Weather balloon, weather balloon, weather balloon. Do not pet the fart squirrels. And with that, folks, I'm want to end that. I hope you enjoyed these signs. And come on back tomorrow. Tomorrow is trivia night. Uh, Everybody's invited. It's trivia for all. So come and watch the weather and lifestyle news show and trivia. But if you like our news show, come back in about 15 minutes. I know I went over. I'm probably going to go over on the news. So with that, subscribe and hit the like button and thumbs up and follow us. Share us with friends and family through the holiday seasons. All right, folks, have a wonderful Thursday, and we will see you soon. God bless.